Hey everyone, welcome back to the NextGen Educators podcast. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about topics in education right now, AI in the classroom, and specifically the use of AI detectors. Are they helping or are they hurting our students? With me is Sam Mormando, an education technology leader and school administrator. Sam, welcome back.
Thanks, Raquel. This is such an important topic because I think tech companies have really led our teachers down the wrong road here.
All right, so AI detectors, tools like Turnitin's AI checker, are being used more and more in schools to stop students from using tools like ChatGPT to write their papers. And you're not a fan of these detectors, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely not on board with using them. The main issue for me is that these AI detectors just aren't reliable. They're designed to catch AI generated work, but a lot of times they get it wrong. Human written work gets flagged. And it's especially bad for students who aren't native English speakers because their writing can sometimes fit the patterns these detectors are looking for.
I can't even imagine how stressful that must be for a student, getting accused of cheating when they haven't done anything wrong. What's been your experience with this as an educator?
It can really damage the trust between students and teachers. Imagine spending hours on an essay, putting your heart into it, and then being told, hey, this looks like a robot wrote it. It's demoralizing and it doesn't create the kind of learning environment we want. The whole point of school is to build students up, not tear them down because of a flawed algorithm.
So, what would you say to teachers who might be using these tools as a backup? I mean, they're under a lot of pressure to maintain academic integrity.
I totally understand where teachers are coming from. Academic integrity is super important, but I think we need to rethink how we maintain it. Instead of focusing on catching students using AI, we should be thinking about how we can adapt our teaching and our expectations. AI tools like ChatGPT are here to stay. Let's use that as an opportunity to raise the bar and push students to do more meaningful creative work.
That's such a positive way of looking at it. So, you believe we should be raising the floor of what we expect from students, especially with these AI tools in the mix?
Absolutely. I think it can be what I'll call the end of average. There should be no room for average anymore. Why should students be handing in C-level work when they have access to tools that can handle basic tasks like grammar and structure? Let AI do the heavy lifting on the basic stuff, and let's push students to bring in their unique ideas, their analysis, their creativity, things AI can't replicate. That's how we can really elevate learning.
I love that. The end of average. It feels like such an empowering message for both teachers and students. What would that look like in practice? How can teachers start shifting their expectations?
It's all about designing assignments that challenge students to think deeper. For example, instead of asking students to write a standard 5 paragraph essay on a historical event, maybe ask them to reflect on how that event connects to today's world or how it impacts their personal views. AI can give you facts, but it can't give you lived experiences or original perspectives. We should be encouraging students to bring more of themselves into their work.
That's such a great point. AI can give you the what, but it can't give you the why or the how. So, what about the fear that students will still use AI to cheat?
Look, students have always found ways to cut corners. That's nothing new. The difference is now we have to adjust to the fact that AI is just another tool in their toolkit. Instead of fighting against it, we need to teach students how to use it responsibly. It's like calculators in math. They didn't eliminate the need for understanding math concepts, but they made certain processes faster. AI can do the same for writing. If we guide students on when it's appropriate to use AI and when they need to rely on their own thinking, we'll help them navigate this new landscape.
That's a refreshing way to look at it. Teachers might be feeling overwhelmed, though. What advice would you give to them as they try to adapt to all these changes?
First, don't panic. This isn't about replacing what you do, it's about enhancing it. Think of AI as a tool that can help free up time for more meaningful interactions with students. You don't have to catch every instance of AI use. Instead, focus on teaching students how to use AI in a way that complements their learning. And lean into what makes you, as a teacher, irreplaceable. Your ability to connect with students, to inspire them, and to challenge them in ways that no AI ever could.
That's such an encouraging message. I think a lot of teachers will feel relieved hearing that it's not about being perfect or catching everything, but about evolving with the technology. So, where do you see this heading in the next few years?
I see us moving toward more personalized and creative assessments. With AI taking care of the basics, teachers can focus on assignments that push students to show their individual thinking. We'll also see more emphasis on collaboration and critical thinking, skills that AI can't replicate. The classroom will become more dynamic, more interactive, and ultimately more engaging. And that's a win for everyone.
That's so exciting. I think educators listening right now are probably feeling a lot more hopeful about integrating AI into their teaching. Any last words of encouragement for them?
Just remember, you've got this. You've adapted to changes before, and you'll do it again. The best part about being a teacher is that you're always learning too. Embrace AI as a tool that can make your job easier and use it to inspire students to reach new heights. Keep pushing your students to be the best versions of themselves.
That's such a great note to end on, Sam. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Raquel.
That's a wrap for today's episode of NextGen Educators. If you found this discussion helpful, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. Remember, teaching in the age of AI is about evolution, not revolution. Let's keep growing and learning together. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in education.